What can you eat? Because what's the use of just telling you what you can't eat? What the heck is that? You know, who wants to just sit around and only hear about the negatives? In this show, we talk about what you can eat, okay? What can you eat? Now, foods that will improve your symptoms if you have endometriosis. Number one, vegetables. Oh, yeah, of course, vegetables. What, you can't give me something new, Abdul? No, because vegetables just are good for you. Now, specifically, cruciferous vegetables. Those broccolis, those cabbages, those Brussels sprouts, things like that are very effective for reducing your symptoms when it comes down to endometriosis. Now, all vegetables are good. I'm not sitting here and telling you you just have to eat those, but those vegetables are specific. They grab rogue estrogens. Now, remember what we were just talking about? There are two things that really are causing the endometriosis to really act up. It's estrogen sensitive. So it wants estrogen. It makes it even worse. The symptoms even worse. Okay? And from that, it causes a tremendous amount of inflammation. Okay? Cruciferous vegetables have a love affair of grabbing rogue estrogens because they have a sulforaphane in it and they have something in there called indole-3 carbinol. We talked about that before. Indole-3 carbinol loves rogue estrogens. It likes to block them. It's like this when the estrogen is trying to get on every receptor. You're like, no. No. You stay over there. Stay over there. No. You can't get on this. You know, it's like a Karate Man. Wax on, wax off. You stay over there. Wax on, wax off. That's the Karate Kid. You know, so indole-3 carbinol does that. So you cruciferous vegetables, excellent for dealing with that. But all vegetables, enjoy spinach, zucchini, okay, kale, collard greens, you know, anything you want. You know, the greens, you know, those vegetables are great. Tomatoes, you know, all those things are really good for you. 2, eat your grains, but make sure they whole, okay? Eat your whole grains, okay? Eat your whole grains. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you, oh, Abdul, you know, go ahead and eat a whole bowl of brown rice because we don't want so much starch and stuff like that. But let's look at the grains that are gluten-free. Enjoy your amaranth. Enjoy your quinoa. Enjoy your fonio. Enjoy your wild rice. Enjoy your buckwheat. Enjoy your millet. You know, in America, it seems like we only eat 2 things. You know, it's either wheat or corn, wheat or rice. Wheat or rice. Wheat or rice. That's it. It's nothing else. Oh, I got wheat, I got rice. You know, if you have a side dish, it's either rice or it's wheat. And people are like, well, what do you mean by wheat? Well, you either have it pasta or some other thing, you know. But rice, you got to reduce those and get the other grains that's going to be beneficial. Like the millet, excellent. These are all gluten-free grains. Quinoa, buckwheat, amaranth, fonio, wild rice. Wild rice takes a long time to cook, but it's much, much healthier for you than your typical brown rice and your typical white rice in your even though I like jasmine rice. I'm not going to say in front. I like basmati rice. I like jasmine rice. Wild rice, I can't get down with. I already said that before. Me and wild rice don't get along. It takes too long and it's very chewy. When you cook it, you got to cook it for like an hour. And then it's very, very chewy. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do like millet. I do like fonio. That's an African grain. Teff, I like those. I love quinoa. Amaranth is it's okay. Amaranth is okay. Okay. So those are the whole grains. You got to enjoy the whole grains if you want to reduce your symptoms when it comes down to endometriosis. Number 3, we all keep talking about this. We keep talking about this fruit. Berries. Every time we talk about something that has to do with good health, we always pull out the berry card. And why is that? Because berries are like powerhouse fruits. Powerhouse fruits. When it comes down to inflammation in the body, man, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, mulberries, cranberry, your berries are like they like rock stars. You know, when you talk about all the flavonoids, when you talk about the different colors, the procyanthanins and the anthocyanins and the flavonoids and the bioflavonoids, everything you could think of that you need for good health is found in the berry. You always hear about the antioxidant. Oh, blueberries antioxidant rich. Strawberries antioxidant rich. Raspberries antioxidant rich. I'm gonna tell you all a story. When I went to Prague with my main man, Master Gartman, right? And we went to Prague. I'm not a big fan of raspberries, right? I think they're too tart because most of the time we in America they pick them early, right? I had raspberries that were right off, that were picked that morning and were sold. They were in the sun, so they were warm. I kid you not. I've never had raspberries to this day that taste like that. They were so sweet. They were so sweet and juicy. They was in a bag. We were walking with the bag. I guess the berries was hitting each other. By the time we got home, half of it was raspberry juice. I swear to God, it was raspberry juice. The berries were so soft and so tender and so sweet. By the time we got home, just from carrying them in the bag was hitting up against our leg or whatever. By the time I got to the place, the half of the berries were crushed up and they were juice. We actually poured them in a cup with ice and kind of smashed them. Baddest juice out of the hat. It was flying. Oh, man, it was so good. Raspberries, though. Raspberries. Excellent. So your berries are rock stars. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, all the berries you could think of, mulberries, what else? Goji berries, all the berries. These are really good rock stars for dealing with inflammation, and it's going to reduce your symptoms when it comes down to endometriosis. Now, we talked about those. Let's talk about one last food that you can eat. We have talked about this so many times, and it's like I hate to always keep bringing up the same thing, but it's like this. It's just how important it is. Famous statement. 95% of all diseases start with inflammation, and the first thing that turns off inflammation in your body is what? Omega-3. You want to focus on omega-3 rich foods. Now, we already talked about how important the berries are, the vegetables are, the whole grains are. Now we're going to focus more on omega-3 rich foods. So I want you to enjoy these foods while you're eating. If you're dealing with endometriosis, it's going to help you a lot with your symptoms. Enjoy your salmon. Enjoy your mackerel. Enjoy your sardines. Did I ever tell you about the story of my main man, Big Jim? I'm sorry to keep going on stories. My main man, Big Jim, used to love sardines. First time I ever seen him, he was from Alabama. Tall brother, Big Jim. He was from Alabama. He used to eat sardines on top of on crackers with hot sauce. He said that was a southern thing. First time I ever seen that in my life. I was like, damn, you eating sardines? He said, man, these things are good. But the only problem I had with it is that he used to talk to me afterwards. I said, Big Jim, man, you need a mint, because them sardines are strong. But he used to love sardines. So sardines, mackerel, anchovies, codfish, all great. Now let's go to plant sources. You could do chia seeds. I like flax seeds, but flax seeds for endometriosis is not the best. So I say chia seeds, hemp seeds. Enjoy your walnuts. Enjoy your almonds. Enjoy your seaweed. That's right, like nori and kelp. These are seaweeds that's really rich in omega-3. So enjoy those things. So eat your omega-3 rich foods. That's going to help you when it comes down to endometriosis.